All right, so we have our hero section and it's really good on desktop, but now we need to get it to look good on these other devices. So this is one of the greatest features about Wix Studio that doesn't exist in the Wix editor, is you can have AI make your sections responsive. So you can do it manually. If you want to go in and do it manually, you can. You can go in and edit these different sections, but to save you time, you can click this button. And one really important thing to note is it's only going to show up if you click the section. So going back to this layers panel again, this is why it's so important. If I click the stack, I don't get that option to optimize everything through the AI system. If I click this, I don't get it either. So I have to click the section. And as soon as I click the section, I get the section edit options. I can click responsive AI and it'll do it. So if I click this, it's going to automatically create an optimized experience on all the devices. So I'm going to hit generate now, and it's going to take some time to think and to resize everything, and it does it in real time, and it's pretty awesome. And most of the time, I would say 95% of the time, I'm happy with what it does. Okay, so it just did the responsive AI, so I can actually go in and check before I click apply design. I think that looks pretty good on tablet. Let's see what it did on mobile. Oh, okay, so much better than what it was. So if I go back to desktop, I'm going to click apply this design, and now we have a much better optimized section on mobile. The font's bigger, it looks spaced evenly, it's looking great. So that's one really awesome feature about Wix Studio, is to just use that as much as possible, and we'll actually do that in all of our sections and then go in and edit them if we need to. The other thing that's important to note about Wix Studio is it works in like a cascade system. So if you make a change on desktop, it'll cascade down to tablet and mobile. If you only make the change on tablet, it will cascade down from tablet to just mobile, and desktop won't be affected. So let me show you an example of that. So let's say that on tablet and mobile, I actually want my button color to be pink, but I don't want it like that on desktop. So you can see that it came down, that same change came down to mobile, but if we open up the desktop, it didn't affect that one. So yeah, so it depends on where you're making the change. You want to make sure that it's for that specific device, or if you want to make them to all, you just want to do it on desktop. So I'm going to change this back. I'm going to revert this back to just white, and then it'll revert them all back. But if I were to do it here, it would, let's get a darker color so it's easier to see. Again, it affects all of them. If I were to do it just on mobile, then it's only going to do it on the mobile. So it's really kind of cool. You can create different experiences based on the device if you really want to, and we can see that didn't carry over. So you can create different experiences based on the device, which does happen a lot of the time. Sometimes you need a different experience on mobile or tablet or desktop. So yeah, we'll do that in all of our sections. We'll use that AI feature, but we'll also probably show a few examples of how to change those manually. So in the next section, we will build out another section of our website. We'll build out this bio section next.